You are live.
Okay, thank you, James. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Board of Fire Commissioners meeting for January 13th, 2022. We all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. James, just one quick note on the agenda. Just need to correct the date. It says January 13th, 2021. So we're going to need to fix that for the record.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure that's fixed in our book.
Thank you. And call to order. Frank and Kent are here. Pledge allegiance is done. Attendance. And if we could get an approval of we'll have to skip that because we don't have the minutes of the prior meeting due to
Right. Bubba, I'll make a motion. We table that till next meeting.
Thank you, sir. Table till our next meeting, and we'll move right into public participation for the first time. If anyone would like to speak, you're more than welcome. There's the raise hand option on the Zoom. And would like to hear what you have to say. Is there anybody?
Nobody so far.
Okay, no public participation, then we'll go into communications. Monthly reports. I know I received I did receive Deputy Chief Stegmeyer's monthly report. I don't know if we have any others because of our secretary being out with COVID.
We do have training and we do have the chiefs. They're both in Sherry's. So Sherry should be getting those over on Monday to the town manager's office.
Okay, thank you.
Do we have go ahead, Chief, do we have a report on communications or technology?
In terms of what? I'm sorry.
In terms of
IT stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We've had a couple things progress over the last month or so. Some of the items that were on our list have been taken care of, and Chief Regina and Paul Buta are meeting regularly now to try to get stuff moving in a positive direction. We're starting the project of the replacement of our tablets and computers in the firehouses. We're working through that project right now, trying to get all the numbers and everything over to IT. And seems as though it's slowly going in the right direction.
Okay, I wasn't asking for you to give a report. I was asking for if Chief Regina had made up a report.
Oh, no, he did not. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's okay. Good information. Go ahead, Bubba.
Great information. We'll have to table ledger status, Commissioner Stoddard.
Yes, I'll make a motion. We table ledger status till next month.
Sounds good. Thank you. All in favor? Frank?
Aye.
Frank, are you unmuted?
Oh, try that.
There you go.
Okay.
All in favor to table the ledger status?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Old business. Radio system update. Chief, do you have anything for us?
So I just got off the meeting with the town manager. We did discuss the radio system. Right now it's in a holding pattern. They're waiting on pricing to come back from Motorola to kind of sharpen their pencil. And they're going to be looking at a couple different options, but I have nothing to say it's still in a holding pattern, we'll put it that way.
Okay,
But the town manager did say he was gonna contact Motorola and FEMA to see if there's a possibility of using COVID money to offset the cost of the radio system. So he was gonna get back to us next month on that update.
okay, great.
Chief Tromer,
Yes,
question for you. Were you pleased with the feedback you're getting from the town manager on this radio system?
yes and no. I mean, he seems like a positive that he wants to get it taken care of. I think he's trying to work with us as best as we can. I think unfortunately it's coming down to dollars and cents. And, I personally think whatever we do, we can't cut it and we can't make nickel and dime it. And I don't think we can use, bits and pieces here and there because it's going to cost us more in the end. And I did voice that concern and that's where we're at right now with it. But I think he's working, trying to do the best to try to get this system in and working as fast as he can.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, chief. Anything else on radio system from anybody else? How about truck 2 update, status quo, chief, for,
I believe Chief Nasclada reached out to Mike Chapman yesterday or today. And we're just waiting on an update on him just to see where we're at with it. But as of right now, status quo.
thank you. Firehouse inspections update.
All inspections have been complete in the firehouses by safety. They were taken care of. Obviously, we can't do inspections like we normally do at the commissioners' meetings because of COVID. So that will start back up once we get back to in-person meetings.
Okay,
Chief, another question for you. If the safety division completed firehouse inspections, who has those reports?
That would be Safety Captain Garofalo.
Okay, will we be able to obtain copies of those safety reports if we can't do the inspections ourselves?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, I'll touch base with Sal.
I can reach out to Sal and have him forward you or get a package together for each firehouse.
Okay, that'd be great, thanks.
Yep, no problem.
I can comment on the next one, assistant chief and deputy chief's evaluations. Chief Stegmeyer sent the evaluation forms out to the deputy chiefs. And he has received them back. So we are going to meet with Chief Trommer within the next couple of weeks and review their evaluations. And then on a one-on-one basis, the commissioners will be sitting down with the deputy chiefs to review them. Does that sound okay to you guys, or?
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it sounds good to me.
Okay, I'm glad that got done. Chiefs, my hat's off to you guys for getting that done. It's been a while. And I just want you all to know that this is not a try to come after you type thing. It's just so that we can all build on our strengths and weaknesses just to make a better department. And, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of good out of it. So I appreciate it. And thank you very much for getting that done on a timely fashion. Does anybody have anything else under old business they like to discuss that's not on the agenda?
Just one thing under old business, all Chiefs cars are now fully operational and working. So you can take, I know that's not on the list, but just so everybody know, all the chiefs have their cars now, and they're very happy with them. I appreciate the commission for getting those for all the chiefs.
Well, that's great news. And as you know, that was kind of my puppy when I got elected, that I wanted the chiefs to have their own cars. And it took us a couple of years, but we did it. And I got to tell you, when we're at a call, it looks awesome to see the chiefs in their cars and the command board set up. And it really just adds a nice little professional touch to our department. And it was really good to see. But thank you. And thank the town council and the town manager for supporting us in doing that. All right, we'll move on to new business. Commissioner Stoddard, would you like to take the first one?
Sure, I'll make a motion that we approve the budget that we reviewed with the chief and passed on already to the town manager.
Second.
Frank, second it.
You
All in
betcha.
favor? All
Aye.
in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. So here's some great news. Chief Trommer, would you like to start off, and how about Chief LaPierre?
I was just going to say,
How
yes,
about
please do
Chief
that.
LaPierre? Could you possibly tell us how you went about doing this grant and for Firehouse Subs? And it's great news for the town of Newington.
I was asked early on by Chief Traumer if I could handle I guess the town hired a grant writer to work with all the departments within the town. Sonia Robinson is the grant writer. She reached out. We threw out some ideas. The chief and I, and actually all the chiefs, discussed some things that we were looking for. I gave that list to her. She went out looking for places that are doing grants for public safety. The first one she found was this Firehouse Subs. And we actually went for the full grant on replacement of our rescue tools. So I worked with her on that. Chief Traumer had gotten me a little bit of information that I needed to finalize it. And I believe late last week, we received notification that we had been approved and granted the full amount that we put in for, which was like $47,000 for new rescue tools. That'll replace the ones on Rescue 1, allowing those tools to move to TAC 2. So I think it's a good step for our department.
That's awesome.
Well,
Fantastic.
it is fantastic news. We saved the town a few bucks, and my hat's off to you, Chief LaPierre, and all the chiefs that worked on it, Chief Traumer. Just absolutely great news. So it's a win-win for Newington, and we can't never be too prepared for anything that can happen in Newington, and that's just going to put a feather in our cap and have 2 complete rescue tools on each end of the town, and it's a great thing.
Yeah, the best part about this, the best part about this grant was that now this gives us the ability to do 2 simultaneous extrications if we had them at the same time, full complement to be able to cut cars apart. So it gets away from the hydraulic side of it and goes to the hydraulics, which is a battery operated one, which we found to be much more successful in our operations lately. So I appreciate all the hard work Chief LaPierre did with the grant writer. And, hopefully as we go forward, grant writer will get us some more grants for approval.
Great.
Well, that's the other side of this coin, is the fact that the town actually reached out and got a grant writer and got somebody to work with us to be able to make us better grant writers.
Yeah, it's actually it's actually quite involved in her, and she has another person that's working with her that does a lot of the actual verbiage. And we did use our status in the task force to make it more regional, and the way that they put it together, I think really improves our chances when we submit various grants. And I think that piece of knowing what to do is maybe what made us successful with this one, and hopefully moving forward, we'll have better luck with the next one.
Awesome. Commissioner Stoddard, would you like to make a motion accepting the grant just in case we do need it?
Yeah, sure. I'll make a motion that we accept the subs grant for extrication tools.
I will gladly second that.
Thank you, gentlemen, and all in favor by
Aye.
saying aye. Aye. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Commissioners, while we're on that subject, do we need to reach out to the town manager and or the town council for that approval to be able to be awarded that grant?
I already have spoken to Janet in finance, and she wasn't sure what we had to do. She was gonna get back to me. I know it's her very busy time with the budget, but I'll check back with her tomorrow and find out.
All right, because Firehouse Subs is supposed to be getting back to us probably, I think they said the end date for this grant was March 7th. So I'm not sure if we have to have something in before that to be awarded, to tell us what we need to do.
I will reach out to her tomorrow, and if at all possible, they could probably get it on their agenda for the town council meeting in 2 weeks. So if they have to approve it.
Tim has his hand up.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't think
Tim.
the council, if I can just interrupt, I don't think the council has to approve it. And we'd be stupid not to. It's found money, so. But I think we can always put it on our agenda if we need to. So just Janet will let us know, I'm sure, our next agenda meeting.
Okay, thank you. Chief Lapierre, just so you know, I don't know if you can investigate this or not, but I believe I've heard of another grant that's out there through Drager. I
Okay.
believe it's Drager. And there's another grant out there. What it's for, I'm not sure, but I know Drager does air packs and stuff. So if you want to look into it.
Sure.
I heard it the other day from another fireman in a different town, so I don't know.
I can reach out to Sonia and give her those names, and then she can research it. I think she must have some tools to search out what grants are out there and what would
Okay.
apply.
Yeah, they were telling me Drager had one out too, so I'm not sure. All right,
Yeah,
thank you, guys. Excellent
Right.
work. Thank you.
Commissioner, just so you're aware, Sonia did tell us about a SAFER grant that's coming out. She's looking into the NOFO of that, which is a notice of funding opportunity, to tell us what's involved in that, and she's going to get back to us with that possibly too.
Okay, thank you. And you're up. You guys are back up for the next one. It's the renew of the AFG grant submission.
So just, I know the town is hurting for the radio system. So we actually put in again this year for the AFG grant. We worked with Sonia on rewriting the grant. A lot of the wording we used last time we used again, but she kind of fine tuned it quite a bit for us. And we put in a submission of $1 million for the radio system. Through FEMA, with the amount of residents that we have in the town of Newington, we're only able to get up to $1 million. So that's what we put in for, and we won't know for probably 4 to 6 months before we get it. So, it's in, it's submitted. So just cross our fingers.
Okay, nice.
Great, thank you. Thank you. Great, and we'll move on to the next bullet point, discuss and possibly take action on per diem fire inspector for DJ. DJ, are you with us?
I am.
So tell us what you're looking for.
So with everything going on with COVID, Megan has been pulled in quite a few directions, but mainly she's been working as emergency management, and it's taking up a significant amount of time. So that's obviously hurting what can get done in my office. So what I'm looking for is if we can bring on and appoint an additional per diem inspector. The town manager has agreed that when she's performing her emergency management duties, her salary will be paid from a different account, which would allow me to bring in one of the per diem guys and use the money allocated in Megan's salary to do fire marshal work. So this would basically just be expanding the pool of people that are available. It's no increase in the budget. The per diem guys work on the hours that our part-timers don't use. And we've asked in the next year's budget for an additional part-timer. So we would backfill. So we're actually just looking to add this per diem staff member a few months early.
Thank you, DJ. Commissioners, comments, commissioners?
Well, I have none. It makes perfect sense. I know that we have discussed I know that I had discussed with you, Brian, my personal feelings about the work that Megan is doing as far as the emergency management director. And I know that has taken up a tremendous amount of her time, which takes her away from doing inspections. So this certainly makes a lot of sense.
I think it's a good idea also. I think that DJ's a little optimistic that we'll get that budget position passed, but I hope so. So, yeah, I think it's a good idea.
DJ, how are we doing on inspections with the COVID? Are you still able to get into most businesses with precautions being used, or are you getting any backlash from shop owners, business owners, or how's it going out there?
We're doing okay. We're going out, we're wearing masks. Nobody's really created any issues regarding COVID. This is the first month that the inspectors have had true assignments. So throughout the office, throughout the 6 of us, we're scheduled to do about 75 inspections this month. And it's just about midway. So I'm going to reach out either tomorrow or Monday to see where everybody's at. But we should be pretty good. I would say we're just about on track right now.
So we're making a pretty good dent with the actions that the commission and the fire department's taken with helping you and getting these inspections done.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Okay. Would somebody like to make a motion about this?
Sure, I'll make a motion that we put on a additional per diem fire inspector to take up the slack for time lost due to emergency management.
We'll second that.
And Commissioner DeMayo seconded it, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, it's unanimous. Okay, DJ, I will get a letter over to James to, now I would like to say that this gentleman that we were bringing in, he is on the current list, DJ. He has gone through the process of applying and being interviewed, and he is our next one on the list, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question, DJ. How's the paperwork coming in the office? Are we getting stuff transferred to data?
We're working with Firehouse the best we can. I know that Chief Regina and John Hoffman, one of our other fire inspectors, have been working with Chief Trommer and IT to push red alert and get that moving. So yeah, we're working on getting a functional database. We're not going to put a lot of effort into making Firehouse everything it could be, because within a year it's going to be obsolete.
Yes, it's going away.
Yeah, but we're we have a plan, so when red alert is installed or implemented, we're going to be able to put in good data to that system that hopefully obviously we'll be able to use, but also the fire department as well.
Okay, thank you.
Great. DJ,
Excellent.
thank you so much. And once again, thanks for all your hard work. And, we're here to support you and not hurt you. So thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
All right. I think that's it for new business, unless any other commissioners have anything they need to bring up.
Not on my end, anyway.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, public participation for the last time tonight. Do we have anybody, James?
No hands raised right now.
Okay, going once, going twice. Okay, public participation is closed. And commissioners' remarks.
I
Commissioner
would,
Stoddard.
go ahead.
Okay. I just want to commend the department on the stop they made over on, we've got a couple of them lately, but everybody's been doing a good job. I think that Chief is keeping things moving along, and I think we're working, Tommy, we're working on rules and regs, right? Or we're starting that this month.
I believe Chief Stegmeyer's handling that. We're wrapping up the SOP, SOGs, Chief
Oh, okay.
Regina and myself.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Steggy.
Yeah, it's in speaking with Commissioner DeMayo, we're gonna hold off until February. We just have too much stuff going on right now, and with the COVID, we're not gonna be able to meet and get this really off the ground the way it should be. So we're gonna hold
Okay.
off until February.
Okay, that's all I got, Bubba.
Okay, guys, we'll see you later. Commissioner, anything else, Commissioner Stoddard?
No, Frank, have you got anything?
I was just gonna make a quick comment, because now that we're being interrupted, I was an observer at the house fire on Cedar Ridge, January 1st at 2:00 in the morning, and I gotta tell you, what an outstanding job between the fire department and the fire cadets. Did just incredible work. I walked around, I watched, I listened, and everybody did what they were asked to do in a very timely manner. And it was an excellent stop by the fire department. Everybody worked very closely together, and I was super impressed. So Chief Stegmeyer, Chief Trommer, Chief Regina, they all worked very, very well together. And it was just like flawless. So my hat's off to everybody. That's it for me.
Thank you, Frank. Counselor Mankey, do you have anything that I don't want to not if you have any input, would you like to comment on anything or are you
Oh,
good?
I would just comment that thank you guys all for your service and stay safe. And at this point, warm too.
Thank you. I just gonna quickly echo Commissioner Stoddard and Commissioner DeMayo's remarks. Things are working flawlessly, and it all goes back to the training, and it goes back to the chief of the department, to all the chiefs that are upstairs, the training, the recruitment. To me, and my passion is those kids over on Maple Hill Avenue, amongst all the guys that are in this department, because it takes all 100 of us to work together. But it's just absolutely amazing how everybody is working so well together. The stops that are being made are fabulous, and the injuries are non-existent, except for a couple minor bumps and bruises. And my hat's off to the command staff, and thank you very much. And with that said,
You want to
Hey, Bubba?
recognize Bubba?
Bubba, before you go, if you're gonna ask Counselor Mankey, I think you should ask Counselor Page what he thinks.
oh, I'm sorry, Counselor Page, I didn't see you in my little thing over here in the video screen. I apologize.
Don't apologize. I wasn't going to speak up. Counselor Mankey said it beautifully. I echo Counselor Mankey's comments. You guys are brave. You keep us safe. And thank you very much. We're here to support you, and we are in deep gratitude and debt to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor Page, and I'd like to welcome you, and if they're to the fire department as our liaison. And if there's absolutely anything you need, you can always reach out to one of the commissioners. We'll be happy to get back to you. And you're part of our family. And just remember that the Newington Fire Department is a big family. And our family is here to take care of our Newington community family. So just, welcome aboard, and thanks for your support.
Thank you very much. Much respect to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mitch. On that note, I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Okay.
I will second that.
All right, gentlemen, and all in favor?
All in favor, aye.
In favor, aye.
Thank you very much. And James, thank you for what you do, buddy. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't be doing this.
Thanks, James.
My pleasure.
Stay
Thanks,
safe,
James.
everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Good night.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe.